Last time in our series about daily rituals for working from home, I learned to make a lavender latte as a way to jumpstart my mornings. But sometimes I still find it hard to stay motivated throughout the workday and into the evening. I tend to go from laptop screen to phone screen as a way to take a break, but lately that's been leaving me feeling really drained and unproductive. Luckily, my boss, a person who would love for me to be more productive, works from home year-round. His favorite daily ritual is sketchbooking. Now, I love to draw, but he says it's an incredible way for absolutely anybody to take a break in a healthy and creative way. And, we could all use a break these days.
I always look for a daily ritual that I can do that lets me focus on something that's not a screen, something that's tactile. Keeping a sketchbook for me is that thing. Sketching is one of those things that seems really hard. It seems like you have to build up this huge amount of skill and practice and be, an artist. But if you take a different approach, which is just super casual and just enjoying the process of just making marks on a page, it's really liberating and it makes it way less intimidating to start a sketchbook.
A good break from managing me and all the videos that we're making.
Exactly. I'm kind of an art supply freak. I like to invest in tools that feel kind of special to me. I have maybe 5 or 6 active sketchbooks. I like to have something large and something small, so I can have something that I can put in my pocket and take with me when I'm going downstairs to eat lunch or if I'm taking a walk outside. As a beginner, I think it's great to have something on the large side because when you have a little tiny notebook, you tend to really dote on the details. And when you're starting out sketching, you don't want to worry about the details. You want to work loose and fast and quick. So for my little sketchbooks, these are little moleskin, flexible, kind of pocket size. They're blank page. And they feel kind of a little bit premium. Pretty much anything you can get at Muji, but they're all really cheap and really minimal. This is like a pocket one. They tend to be actually fairly high quality for how cheap they are. But if you have 5 or 10 of these lying around, you can just fly through them and not worry about what you're putting on the page, whether it's good. But if you want to level up a bit, my all-around pick would be a Stillman & Birn sketchbook. This is the Stillman & Birn Epsilon series. It's got sort of semi-thick paper that will handle pretty much any medium you want to throw at it. They have a really durable sewn binding, so you can lay them really flat and sketch across the page, which is really fun to do. A look turn 1918 or 1917 or whatever, and it's like very pliable and durable and with really thin paper.
Did you monogram that yourself?
Yeah, it's just like a little paint marker. I have a ton of favorite pens and pencils. It's really helpful to get something that is bold and smooth, something, again, that you can be a little free with and loose and gestural. So one of my favorite kinds of pens are these Faber-Castell Pitt pens. They're basically felt tip markers and they have these brush tips. And they're really great if you have a larger notebook. They're good quality, they're archival and waterproof, and they're gonna last forever. And they just give you this really nice, bold stroke. You could just do really quick studies, basically, with this pen. I probably did these standing on the road in like 30 seconds. This is also a brush pen. It's called the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. It's an actual bristle brush tip pen that's loaded with an ink cartridge.
Ooh, and it's like refillable ink cartridge.
It's refillable. You can buy new cartridges if it runs out. Just really bold strokes. This is just like a 2-second sketch of a coffee mug with coffee. If you want to spend a little bit more money and get something really special that you're really going to want to use, I would call it a beginner fountain pen, but it's a total workhorse. Like, professionals use this pen. Everyone loves the Lamy Safari, which is what this is called. Fountain pens are great because you can choose what ink you want to put in, you can choose a color, and they just have that expressive feel. They're just so much smoother than a ballpoint pen. You can get a little bit of line variation. So it's just the variety that makes it fun, and the feel is really just something unique. For me, the most important thing is keeping it low pressure and low lift. One thing I love to do is just fill an entire page with marks. I just started drawing squares and I filled the whole page with squares. I filled half a page with these curvy lines. And then I just started doing these weird little squiggles and just kept going. It gives you kind of a goal, which is to fill a page. There's no accuracy you need to worry about. These are like pages I filled up with the brush pen.
Honestly, I feel like I've seen that framed in people's apartments before.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I just made a work of modern art.
Yeah, put that in MoMA.
But another thing that I really like to do that's really easy and low lift and gets you out of the zone of making something beautiful is doing a blind contour drawing. And really what it's about is choosing an object and looking at the object and not looking at your paper and following the line that your eye sees with your pen, not worrying about accuracy, not worrying about looking at your page. And you end up with these like semi-abstract, really unique forms, but it has this weird beauty to it that I love. The things that I like about keeping a sketchbook, it's really easy, obviously. If you have a notebook or sketchbook and a pen sitting at your desk, you can just pick it up at any time. You end up with a product that you can be proud of, that you can look back on in years to come. It forces your mind to clear the clutter of whatever's going on with work, whatever's overwhelming you about the world. You just focus down on one really simple task that happens to be something tactile and physical, which is just a nice added touch that you don't often get. Someone's trying to open my door, and I think it's a child. Give me a second. I literally think my daughter was asking me how to do virtual backgrounds on Zoom. She's like, how do you do the background thing?
Should send her a link from our video.
I know. Go to our YouTube channel. Hello.
She's not subscribed to her own dad's YouTube.
I'm terrified of introducing her to YouTube.